It appears that 2024 will start on a grueling political contest, with the two political giants going for each other's jugular. As Kenyans ushered in the new year 2024, the two leaders, President William Ruto and his perennial nemesis Raila Odinga, have shown signs of intensifying the war against each other. President William Ruto, in his New Year message, tore into the opposition, accusing them of jeopardizing and sabotaging his bottom-up approach through anarchy. And the statement made by the head of state seemingly a response to Odinga's New Year message that called on Kenyans to stand up and be ready for another round of street action this year. Now, this is to force Ruto's hand to reduce the high cost of living by repealing the Finance Act 2023. KTN's political affairs reporter Emmanuel Toh looks at a potential heightened political activity in 2024.
An uncharacteristic scathing attack of the opposition by President William Ruto during his New Year message issued at the Nakuru State Lodge, calling them out for spreading division, conflict, and anarchy, may just have set the pace for a high-octane political year that is 2024.
There is something fundamentally wrong with opposition without any viable alternative, whose only purpose is division, conflict, and anarchy.
The statement by the head of state, which tore into the opposition for allegedly jeopardizing the government, seemed to set the tone for the year.
There is something wrong with litigation sponsored by hostage-taking vested interests with the sole aim to delay, derail, and sabotage the delivery of public programs and defeat public interest.
The head of state, blaming the opposition for what he said was erecting barriers against his policies and programs in and out of court. The president seemed to refer to the housing levy that is set for hearing on the 17th of this month after the court slammed brakes on it a few weeks ago.
Instead of excuses to abandon our nation's transformation, I invite the skeptics, opponents, and the indifferent to change their perspective and embrace our new paradigm shift to pursue inclusive growth.
Na mimi nataka kumhakikishia hizi shida zilikuweko ni shida kidogo. Huu mwaka wa 2024 tukiangalia tunaona mwangaza na mbele iko sawa.
The president's frustrations with the opposition coming days after the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya chief Raila Odinga hinted at a return of the street demos to launch a pushback against the government to repeal the Finance Act 2023 in total.
Tunasema mwaka mpya hii sheria ya kodi mpaka itolewe, ile finance bill mpaka itolewe. Usipotoa hiyo finance bill tutarudi kwenye uwanja.
Odinga calling on Kenyans to be ready to swing into action to force the government to reduce the high cost of living.
Lakini sisi wenyewe tulisema gharama maisha ilikuwa ni juu, tukaambia serikali wasiongeze ushuru, wakazidi kuongeza ushuru. Na hiyo ndio imeleta hasara kubwa kwa Wakenya.
The new battlefront between the two leaders will ostensibly affect the expected debate on the National Dialogue Committee report later next month when Parliament resumes from recess. Odinga's new demos plan comes about 6 months since suspending the weekly demos that disrupted and paralyzed activities across the country. Emmanuel Toh, KTN News, Nairobi.
Now, farmers in the North Rift region are taking personal initiative